Give it up for the cast of One Piece.
Hey. Well, thank you.
One Piece is celebrating its 25th anniversary this year, which marks a major milestone in the series. What does this milestone personally mean to each of you?
Well, it's amazing because like all of us have a very long history with the show. We've gotten to be involved in that for a very long way with the English dub as the voice actors, but also seeing it grow and having it be such a niche thing that true fans really knew about and the manga readers knew about 20 years ago when we started doing the English dub for it, to now seeing it so huge and so mainstream and so universally recognized. Like a lot of franchises, when they do their anniversary, are trying to like reboost past glory, and yet One Piece is peaking right now. It's like more popular than it's ever been. So it's exciting for us to get to be a part of. That would be my
I'm not
opinion.
going to say anything better than what he said.
It means I am old.
That is, yes. We're all a little old.
SDCC 2024 is just getting started. What are you all looking forward to this con, and what is in store for fans who want to celebrate the anime's anniversary?
Well, the concert's what I'm looking forward to.
Concert, yeah, was that Saturday night?
Saturday night, doors open
at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Boom, I remembered that.
But yeah, you'll be able to see the San Francisco Orchestra playing the music of One Piece, which is a huge part of the show.
No
like
doubt.
it's a major factor of it. So to get to see a full orchestra playing live while there's projections of the different scenes, I think that's going to be super cool, and also just again shows how massive this franchise has become. That this is not like in a ballroom somewhere. This is going to be in the giant amphitheater. It's the amphitheater, right? With some kind of big stadium. I don't know what it's called, but it looks super cool.
Big band shell on the water.
The big band shell, yeah, with all of the
shell.
The shell, yeah. It looks like seashells.
Yeah, I know fans are very looking forward to it. There's a lot of hype around it, so I know it's going to be an exciting time on Saturday night. You have all voiced villains in the One Piece anime, so I wanted to ask, do any of you prefer voicing villains, and how do you perfect your evil laugh?
I just want to say we're all good people.
First and foremost, yeah.
Who do enjoy getting to be a little mean and crazy at times. You know, a lot of it's just inspiration from past villains in the world of, well, whatever, film, animation, whatever. And you know, you just go roll with it. You know, little say, you know, they're all types of different laughs. You can big, small, more menacing, those kinds of things. And you know, a lot of times you catch yourself in the mirror playing around with those laughs, like, huh, I like that one. I'm going to use that one later, maybe.
One Piece brings a lot of unique laughs.
Indeed.
A lot of the characters have very unique laughs.
Absolutely.
Well, I love villains. First of all, heroes have to try so hard, especially the young, like proving themselves heroes. It's like so much screaming, so much like getting, you know. And if you're a really powerful villain, you can just be like, ugh, and a building falls down. Like only until the very end of your arc, when things go horribly, horribly awry, are you really screaming most of the time if you were a powerful villain. So early on, I learned villains are the way to go. Also, I play Doflamingo, who has been one of my favorite characters now for the 20 years that I've been voicing him as the English dub voice. But the pure evil of it, like there's no regret, there's no softening. At no time was he ever conflicted, or do you get a tragic backstory of what made him this way? Like, no, he's just evil. And sometimes that's great. I've gotten to play a lot of conflicted anti-heroes over various properties, but to be able to just be someone that is just committed to being terrible is kind of wonderful.
I mean, who doesn't enjoy that, right? You know, normally you have to go around being a really nice person all day long, and here you get to play and to feel those mean, menacing things that you maybe want to lash out at certain people in your life.
Yeah, it's therapy.
And you get to have that moment there, so you don't later maybe lash out at someone, you know, who doesn't deserve it. Maybe
It's good therapy.
indeed,
Therapeutic.
100%.
indeed.
I feel like Kent is the nicest person on the panel, so he's probably the least likely to identify with this character.
Mr. Rogers of anime? Yeah.
Well, we all love villains, so thank you for being them. So I wanted to ask, after 25 years of One Piece, do any of you have your favorite scene already top of mind over the course of the anime, whether it's a scene you're personally voicing or any other scene?
My favorite scene are the scenes to come that will air in future. They just announced Dr. Vegapunk last night, my new character. Super excited about him, but I have to wait 2 more months before I can really get to see it.
I
on
hope he gets
Crunchyroll.
to see Mr. Blackbeard over here.
I know, right?
That could be fun. I would really enjoy that.
Or a little Doflamingo.
So many possible interactions.
There could be some Doflamingo.
I'll probably take care of him before that. So, you know, you never know.
So
you
much
know.
talk. To give the guy 2 devil fruits, and he thinks he's the most powerful villain.
How many devil fruits you got?
Yeah, how many cities did you lift off of into an island with your cage?
Yeah, I'm missing 3
Okay.
teeth. I have 2 devil fruits. There's something there. Right?
But I will say that I love. I mean, the Red movie was amazing, but Shanks is one of my favorite characters, and so anything involving Shanks means a lot to me. The scene where he gives Luffy the hat, still like tear, like it just moves me. And I think Brandon Potter, who is the English dub voice of Shanks, is amazing. So yeah, Shanks, and then anything with Brooks and Big Mama's showdown, I think I really loved, just because I love Brooks.
And Kent, you beat me to it, but your casting as Vegapunk was just announced here at SDCC last night. How does it feel to finally share the news, and how does it feel to take on such a highly anticipated role?
Oh my gosh. I mean, all of it is glorious. At this time in my life, absolutely glorious. This is easily the favorite role. Even though I've just begun it, it is my absolute favorite. I am so looking forward to everything. I still feel I have to keep my mouth shut. So I'm really looking forward to really being able to talk about this character.
And my follow-up question to that is, what do you hope to bring to the role of Vegapunk? And is there any particular scenes you're looking forward to from the manga or anything to film or see in the anime?
I mean, I'm looking forward to all of it because it's new, very new to me. Mm-hmm. It is very new to me. The character himself is, I haven't really gotten to play anybody like him before. So I feel like for me, who's played I've voiced about 7 different characters to this franchise over the 25 years, that to me, this guy is fresh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that actually brings me to my final question for all of you. You have all been voicing One Piece characters for about 2 decades or so. What is one personal moment that you enjoyed or really stuck with you throughout your whole One Piece journey?
I mean, for me, I remember being in the booth voicing Arlong, and very early on in the series. And there was a moment where he comes upon the village and he takes Nami's mother figure from her. And I remember looking at Mike McFarlane, who was directing at that time, and thinking, Mike, I wish you'd have told me that. Like I'd have maybe gone darker with this character on that one, but warn the guy before he kills somebody on this, you know? So.
Well, a lot of the directors do encourage us not to read. I know all of the fans are like, surely you guys read all of the manga, but it is sometimes important that you don't know things your character doesn't know. Like if you think you're in a death scene, if you think you're being killed, your character is being destroyed, but you know you have 400 more episodes with your character in it, you play that differently. You respond differently to it. So Mike McFarlane is one of those directors who is very adamant about, no, I only want you to know what this character knows in this moment. Don't read ahead. So then the fans will come up and be like, did you read? I'm like, no, we only know what's in the show, because if you think you're the hero and you find out later you're the bad guy, you put a little mustache twirl or something to it. So it's always better to stay ignorant until you come in and see that scene. And there are times where I'm like, oh wow.
Well, I mean, I definitely knew I was already the bad guy for sure, but that moment definitely it even got my feels going, and I'm like, well, I can't play that with Arlong right now. I got feelings. You know?
I was worried with Doflamingo that when we were going back into his backstory and some of his early days that we were going to soften him in some way. That we were like, oh, something terribly tragic was going to happen, and that's why he's so evil. And I was like, oh, please don't. Please just make him terrible. And luckily, the creators of the show completely agreed, and were like, no, he was pretty much terrible back then too.
What about you, Ken?
Oh my gosh, I think it's. I remember being anxious about Kuro when I was first recording him. Just his equipment. And I was like, what am I going to be able to do? It's kind of work. It made me a little bit nervous. That was a serious villain.
Yes.